Hello again, everyone. This is Joe Henches with Beyond the Chart, and this is a stock chart analysis update video. We're going to look at Apache, Caterpillar, Valero, and U.S. Steel. All right, we're starting off here with Apache. So you can see this is, we've talked about this. This has been a tremendous down move. Of course, a lot of the oil stocks have been in this, and we got a little bit of bounce here. And I was actually looking to see if this was going to retest. Currently it is 11 o'clock Central Time on Tuesday, October 28th. And as of right now, Apache's up $1. It's trading at 74. So it's trading right in here. No particular play on Apache. It's had a heck of a drop. It may pull back more. I mean, if you do Fibonacci retracement, even from, let's just pick this point here to here. I mean, it's only barely retraced 23.6%. Now, because it's been such a strong extended move down, that may be enough. I mean, that may be all we get, and it does retest, but I'm not seeing a particular setup I want to play. Now, these big trend lines, I want to just point out to you. I'm going to get rid of these. Back out of here and show you what I'm doing with this. I just happened to look at this and thought, okay, this looks like a very large, what I call fan lines. And if you use the point down here, March 2009 low, you could see that when it broke this trend line, it was a pretty dramatic sell-off. And then we got this trend line break here, and it was pretty, it bounced off of it here and created the trend line with this point, came back down and pretty much hugged this trend line for several months, broke through, pulled back, came on down, formed another point here, and now it's rallied back up, which a lot of times in fan lines, they'll pull back to the previous trend line or fan line, and it seems to have kind of done that. Now we've pulled back down and we've broken this fan line. So many times when you break the third fan line, that's it, and the entire move's reversing and it's heading down, which I'm not, that's just my first take at this. I'm just looking at this. I'll have to look at it on a weekly chart. But it could mean that we're in for even more downside with Apache. I don't know. We'll just have to continue to watch and monitor this and see what kind of, if there's a setup that develops. Let's look at Caterpillar. Caterpillar has had, let's see, it topped out here in July and we came down what looked like 5 waves, rallied back, pretty strong downtrend here. Now we're rallying back, but we've bounced above this low here. So this seems to tell me that this isn't a, this can't be a wave 4 because wave 4 cannot overlap wave 1, Elliott wave perspective. Okay, when I'm talking about Elliott waves in terms of 1, 2, 3, this could be an ABC zigzag correction, and this could be the start of a new move. I'm not sure. We'll just have to continue to watch and monitor this. Right now, that would be probably the preferred scenario in terms of the way CAT's acting. And so right now, if that's the case, if this is a new impulse wave starting, I'd have to watch and see, do I get 5 waves up and then look for a little pullback to try to get on board. So right now, that's my best take on CAT. And then Valero's done this big, large head and shoulders here. Okay, it's kind of redundant, big, large. This large head and shoulders all the way from December to September. Okay, so that's what, 10 months? And it's pretty nice. It's got pretty good symmetry in here. It looks, from a chart pattern perspective, looks pretty nice. Now, Valero broke down through here in September, mid-September, as a part of this whole move. Now it's pulled back to the neckline. So what I'd be watching for is for it to roll back over and come back down. By the way, just to update a CAT, CAT's up $1.83 today. It's trading at 136 right now. Valero right now is only up 56 cents. It's at 48.92. So again, we'll have to, so 48.92, it's almost 49. So it's right up in here again, right at this trend line. So our neckline. We'll have to watch to see, do we get this rollover and come back down? Because we never did go the projected head and shoulders minimum projection, which would be down here to 38. So that's what I'll be watching for on Valero. The last one is US Steel. And, originally I thought it was a big, head and shoulders, but the more I looked at this entire move and the action of US Steel, I think that this is an ABC corrective action. And let me just back on out, and here's why. Because I just think this was a huge move down with the whole financial crisis. And this looks corrective to me. This doesn't look impulsive. I mean, it looks like you got an A, some kind of B and a C or something, but this just looks like a 1, 2, 3, and this looks like an ABC zigzag. So I'm going to watch to see if that continues to play out like that. And I think I started to think that too when this started to overlap here. Because originally I was thinking this might be a 1, a 2, 3, 4. And with this starting to overlap, this is not going to be 4. So I'm going to watch to see, does this develop the way I'm now thinking in terms of an ABC? And if that's the case, then this is a 1, 2 down. So and I've got this trend line drawn down here. So we'll continue to watch to see if this rolls over. And right now, US Steel is at 37.65, up $1.33. So it's up in here. So it's kind of pulled back up to the 55. This is a 55-day moving average. So again, we got the 21 crossing below the 55. It's kind of pulled back up into here. We'll have to watch to see, does it roll back over? Is this just a simple little counter trend? And let's take a look at the retracement of this real quick. I don't think it's huge. No, it's only a little, about 38%, so it hasn't gone 50% yet. It isn't in this, zone right here, 50 to 61.8 for a wave 2 pullback if this is wave 1 and a 2 down. So anyway, that's the best, my best assessment of US Steel. We'll continue to watch that also. No particular setup on that. So that's it for today. That's the update, checking in on these 4 stocks. And we'll be back tomorrow night with a market update and looking at some Chinese stocks. This has been Joe for Beyond the Chart. Thanks for stopping in. And if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Just click on the little red box. And if you felt the video was helpful, share it on social media. All right. Have a great weekend. Or week. Not the weekend yet.